So to me, this is just a battle of ideas. I don't necessarily think there's a draft win. The question is, will they be able to play that tempo? Will they be able to break Bad Boom's lanes?
Yeah, they haven't won that much. Well, we'll see what Save's able to do with this support Centaur. I'm a believer. Avery's not. I'm a believer in Huskar being countered. I'm a big believer in ganking this guy as soon as possible, and they're going to try and do just that, but the gankers are going to turn around, and it's going to be Pure who's going to be dying first as they easily pick it up with Dyrachyo. They really misread that situation on Bed Boom.
Yeah, that's a tough first blood to give away. Extra XP to Quinn as well. Out of this lane matchup, which is not getting better for Nightfall at all.
It's going to get even worse if they start giving away kills, too. Ooh. Beautiful stomp. What a great three-man stomp, Avery, and a double edge that hits all of them. And who said Centaur can't make plays?
And he's dead.
Yeah, but it was a big move.
I think Pierre's dead, too.
Nobody's going to TP rotate for this? No?
And Dyrachyo got the last hit.
They have to kill him bottom lane. You must kill Ace here.
I mean,
otherwise,
with what? With the what? That's what I was saying. Nightfall's just getting bullied in this lane. He has no aggressive potential here. Yikes. This is not... Even if you go for the kill, it's going to cost you more than you get out of it. This is not the laning phase Bet Boom we're hoping for, I think. Because, again, you're staring down the barrel of a very fast tempo lineup.
All right, well, now this feels like desperation. But if it works, fantastic. Unfortunately, the disarm's going to come through. That's going to be a problem. Save's going to get another double edge and get himself killed.
Unfortunately, he's a Centaur. He has no armor. So. And it starts from like that first 1 or 2 kills that slow his pace, so he's always trying to catch up. But if he gets ahead, you know, enemy Huskar is always 10-0. Huskar on your team's always 0-10. True. But I'll let you in on a tip. It's because you're a bad support. So.
well, I always thought you were just talking to the audience in general, not to me.
Yeah, that wasn't the audience in general. Oh. I'll let you in on a secret. The reason the Huskar on your team is 0-10 is because you don't go and play around.
That is true.
Ooh.
GPK kills Quinn. He got a Sunstrike on him. Oh, I hope we're able to get a replay of that one.
That was a nasty Sunstrike.
We're not going to be able to get a replay of that one.
Damn.
Sorry I brought it up at all, production. Toronto Tokyo is dead. Nightfall is constantly under the gun in this bottom lane.
That was pretty embarrassing. Though.
Are you impersonating Quinn right now?
No, that was embarrassing as hell. I'm laughing my ass off at it. He had Fairy Fire, too. Didn't even use it here. Just got ganked by the lizard. What can you do? Imagine he gets Sunstruck right now.
God, that'd be
Imagine he gets Sunstruck right now.
Well, it's going to be instead Ace who is going to get Sunstruck. Not quite enough damage, but they'll get there in the end. Nobody's coming to save him. Looks like Pure, they're going to try and do some damage to him here. Good use of that Ghost Shroud to dodge damage from that unstable concoction. Unfortunately, the damage from Celery being level 7.
Again, you want to use these ults off cooldown if you can in this game, and you want to find the big core targets. So they're going to look deep here.
Yeah, I mean, one target is the Huskar has an Aegis, so can't really go for that. If they just catch Celery, that's not going to feel great, but they use the Chronosphere to lock down all these heroes. Can they get the one kill that they're looking for? They do. Tornado not quite clipping Quinn there. Maybe would have been able to take away his Aegis, which they do with a Sunstrike. Well done.
Damn, he is on point today, GPK.
Got to be to turn this game around. Tofu and Ace still feeling like they can keep being aggressive. Another good stomp that's going to land on a Tofu. They'll both die. Support for support.
Another kill for GPK. He's just racking him up here. This is pushing him towards his Midas off that vessel.
They have the Reaper's Scythe that they wanted to put it to use here. There is Ace sitting in the back line. So Pure's got to push away Ace to make sure there is no Shallow Grave save, but they don't even need it. They just put the damage in regardless, and Ace never really got the opportunity. Shallow Grave not leveled up yet, that's why. Only level 9.
He was holding the point, but... So you're going to pull ahead a little bit with Greevil's Greed here, but not by a huge margin.
He goes for it straight up. Sees an opportunity to blow up the Dazzle, the hero that they are most worried about when it comes to the counterplay against their Reaper's Scythe, but Nightfall is going to be caught. Not that Time Walker is going to be able to get him away. What a stomp, though, coming in from safe. Not enough to be able to help him, but it does bring down Tofu. Now they just need to be able to kite out this BKB and get away from Quinn, but Quinn is going to be able to catch up to Pure, slowing him down further, and that'll be the end of him. Maybe you can get a little bit more here. Looks like they caught up the save. Celery trying to defend himself against Toronto Tokyo, gets the help A lending hand there from the Sunstrike of GPK gives Toronto Tokyo the vision to land that last hit.
And it could be pretty influential if you don't get the burst off. This is
trying to burst out the Alchemist, and they get it. The damage has
God damn, that was fast.
begun to rack up.
Yeah, that Ag coming out definitely helps you there. Now you have Chrono Kata for all the 60 or 80 minutes to win that game, you know?
Shallow Grave is the counter, ready to go.
Yeah, that was an ambitious
And with
grave.
the Aghanim Scepter, Pure's not going anywhere.
Or an ambitious Reaper Scythe, I would say.
A foolhardy one, perhaps.
look at this.
Oh, look at that! Quinn aggressively TPing onto the creep, uses the glyph to make sure it stays alive.
Yeah, where you going, son?
Yeah.
Like, the burst is not, it's not as fast as we've seen it on Save, who has no armor here.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that Pep would want to consider. But it has to be together, right? It has to be Toronto Tokyo at the front, the bulwark in that formation, and then everybody's ready to take the fight when it happens. He gets caught out like this. That's a very different story where, I mean, you're just a pickoff, right? There's no chrono turnaround on the clump. There's no setup here. It's going to be another death on the field, 50 seconds. He does have buyback. He wants to commit it here. But damn, no Aegis. They are still forcing the issue. They'll go to Glyph. And you got to remember, cheese on Quinn here. Something you have to keep in mind when you're playing around with the Chrono and the Reaper.
I feel like the Enchantress is actually maybe one of the worst pickoffs. They get the Chronosphere, actually
Got
managed
the
to get it.
Dazzle.
Quinn walks into it, and they win for the Dazzle, trying to blow him up before the Shallow Graves
dead.
come factor, but Ace managed to get it off just in time. Now he's turning around, getting off these hexes while Durachu goes for the kill on Toronto Tokyo. He wants that support. Dengani gets it on the dieback. Now Nightfall has to retreat. Durachu's too much to handle during his BKB, but it's going to wear out soon. Now they can start pumping that magic damage into him. Snowball save, pushes him over onto the center, managed to finish bump. Durachu getting low, though, kited out, and will end up dying. Ben Boom will hold this fight for now, and they will take it. It cost them a bit, but they do manage to walk away the victors.
Otherwise, Bet Boom, I think, are winning that long fight. Time dilation and the Invoker spells are just going to push it over the edge. And another
wraparound here.
yeah,
Nightfall.
interesting angle.
It breaks, so they know the Game of Gladiators in this spot. They need to be able to group up a little bit more here.
The Wolf will tank a Huskar jump.
Get a little vision. Duracio, he's going to pop it. Running into Toronto Tokyo. He hops himself away.
Oh,
The comes
the
here.
dazzle
Judgment. He gets the
again.
dazzle on the side, but he's got a Neon Disc this time around. It's going to be a much harder kill, but he still managed to get the stomp. Can they finish him off in time? The Bachelor coming through, but no, he got off the Shallow Grave.
Now
And
Quinn.
now they're going to start running out of damage. Duracio and Quinn placed aggressively, not going to allow Nightfall to be able to jump away so easily. Gets another time walk off. Into the pit he goes, but he's trapped in a corner, and there's nothing GPK can do to stop it.
At least he'll get out. I mean, that is big news because your Invokers, your map pressure, and your base defense, right? And Roche still not up here. And you're actually going to be up by the time the Roche is up as well. I don't know if... I mean, I'm sure he noticed it, but that was the only thing that made that fight close.
Is this the pick? Is this just trying to get away? I'm not sure what's going on here because GPK and Stave both look unsure about this situation. Oh no! The snowball pulled him up into the high ground after they tried to chase after GPK, who blinked in a direction that pulled that snowball straight into Pure.
That was not the gank he was looking for.
No, it wasn't.
I like the poke from Bet Boom because I think poking, maybe losing Centaur there is okay. You're getting information, you're slowing down the push here. But damn, losing the Necro, that just feels really bad there as GPK will throw his teammate under the bus.
I think there was an assumption there that Game of Gladiators were going to be playing for Roshan, and anybody who showed anywhere else was going to be a pickoff.
There's no glyph here.
No
Got 45
glyph?
seconds.
No buyback?
Algo's coming up at 15. No chrono for 35. This is a very awkward situation.
And if they get this kill in Toronto Tokyo, that makes it even harder. That's supposed to be their big poke in the back line.
Do you commit for throne here of your game? You know, okay, the glyph actually just came up. Don't know if they had the clock on this.
Make things a little bit more awkward. Durachu's going to make the jump in onto the Faceless Void. They've got the damage to blow him up, and that Chronosphere is not there. The Cataclysm wasn't enough to get a kill, and that's the end of the game. Game of Gladiators look for an opportunity to end it quickly.
Okay, I mean, a sequence of unfortunate events would be the call from Bet Boom. A sequence of, well, yeah, that's what we expected to happen all along if you're gaming. Grim stroke with a hyphen. Or is it one word? It is one word.
It's one word.
Well, with a hyphen anyway. He strokes you
It's
grimly.
a name. Don't say that ever again. Do not say that ever again on broadcast, or we are no longer a cast.
30 seconds.
I expect Save to pop off, especially after he got relegated to Centaur last game. They probably tried to put him on it again. He was like, screw that. I'm playing a real hero. You take that ship here. I'm going to pop off. I expect great things from Save this game. I expect this Grimstroke to shine because he has great cores to go in and do it up for him. And very strong lanes coming from that boom. I expect the Huskar to do well. I expect the Wind Ranger to do okay. I don't know how this Dazzle Wind Ranger lane actually is in the side lane.
Yeah, it seems a little weird. They're going to go for it underneath the tower. Tofu managed to bait them in a little bit, hits him with the double avalanche. A lot of damage returned back, and Pure keeps going that direction. He will be cut down very easily, and Toronto Tokyo might join him as well. Ace and Tofu chased a little bit there, met with some resistance from Save and Nightfall, though. Either way, the damage is done. The first blood is taken over to Gaming Gladiators.
No.
Because watching that mid matchup, he
Quinn's,
was definitely not dominating the matchup the way he should.
I mean, part of Quinn's skill set is he is perhaps the best mid laner in Dota in the world right now. And he trained a very long time to get there. There's that Grim coming into play. As Celery gets stroked in the top lane. Just goes down. Over to you, Austin.
Stop.
All right, that was the last one, I promise.
Ooh, Ace is going to die, but they do manage to get the kill first. But all importantly, the Lotus is up for grabs, and Tofu managed to snatch it away from Nightfall.
Nice Lotus.
By using the toss.
Honestly, I feel like Gaming are doing pretty well in this laning phase. It's better than I expected. They're just taking it to Betboom on a lot of these lanes. And
Huskar only has
back.
19 denies. They're going to turn back around. Pure. It's going to be a lot of magic damage dealt back to the Terrorblade. Not enough to kill him, but they will lead. Oh, they does actually get it with the beautiful stroke from Save.
Say it. Say. All right, you don't have to say it, but we're all thinking it.
Trying to get the toss back,
ambitious.
but one of the advantages of this matchup, Wind Ranger has Wind Run against the Dazzle, always able to make sure that you can't maintain that poison touch you're looking for.
That's annoying. And Betboom are going to try and make this mirror move on the other side of the map, and they have a lot more spell damage to throw into a defenseless Terrorblade here.
Who is still silenced, but the Ghost ends up dying, and Celery running interception, beautifully covering both Toronto Tokyo and Save in the slows. The damage over time is going to burn out both of them with the Sun Ray. Yeah, he's got him.
Wow, what a disaster.
Yeah, that felt like it was guaranteed. Should have been.
Oh, this point and retaliate, not having the second point hoof stop. I'm not going to say it cost him that, but it's definitely not a misskill or anything.
Is it not a misskill? I feel like all the Centaurs I watch nowadays do not go retaliate.
Yeah, that's why. Okay. Well,
Pure gets it in the end somehow.
He went too.
He's going for the kill on Celery.
Nah, he just wants to die.
Okay. I mean, it would have been sick if he got the double edge there and somehow got that kill, died to the tower.
What is going on here?
Quinch is getting stuck.
I mean, his net worth looks fine. I don't really know how, because he's 30 CS behind and
frankly,
30
GPK
denies
dies
behind.
here to look a whole lot better. The Avalanche, though, they got to chase him down. They do. I think that's one of the special things about Duraccio as a carry.
You know what that move was?
How active he is with hard carries. Yeah, what is it?
We're going to see Quinn maybe go down here. Uphill misses. Is it actually going to save him?
No. Stampede runs him over.
Yeah,
They're going to get a return kill out of it, though, maybe, with the toss back on a Save. Save just doing what damage he can before he falls, allowing GPK to have a chance to pick something else in return, but he has no level of his ultimate.
He's just playing for the farm.
Okay.
Team OG. No tail, carry Terrorblade. Rotated into mid and ganked mid at like level 4 or 5.
That's
I remember that game.
Deep knowledge right there.
Yeah, and nobody can counteract that because none of you are all going to go look that
nobody
up.
possibly remembers that, so you could just throw crap. If anybody from the support lobby...
There's no support lobby, dumbass. You think there's a support lobby? It took 8 years to get cheaper salves. That's your support lobby.
Toronto Tokyo getting a punch in before he is still going to be in some trouble. They have the Inkswell, but Tofu's going to cover him pretty nicely. No escape. 7-10, Gaming Gladiators up by just a K.
So you must have some strong opinions on it now that you've lost like 800 MMR to it.
Ace is going to get a no.
Nice combo.
Punch straight to the face, and they have actually some chain stuns they can be using onto Duraccio here with Pure coming in through the side. Has to use a stun onto Tofu, which means Duraccio is still alive, looking for a Sunder opportunity. He's going to push back some of these heroes, and they are too scared to keep it going on the side of Betboom. A reset, especially with Quinn coming in hot with this haste rune. He'll run down and save. Got something out of it, at least.
They
So
found
one
Tokyo.
for-
It'll be a 2 for Quinn here. I'm sure he will do his best to chaos this. There you go. Nice little haste rotation for him. Again, catching up in this game off the rough Huskar lane. Duraccio will not get caught. It might be the counter smoke. Link up on Tofu. He's going to toss him in.
Okay, there goes Aegis. Beautiful
Oh,
stop though on the
triple.
3 from here with a snowball over the 3 as well. That's beautiful
Double,
stop with a
double.
double edge onto these 2 heroes, but they got off the supernova. They realized their CC was going to be running out. GTK doesn't have attack speed to be able to finish off the 8 either. They couldn't get a kill. Oh, what?
The power.
Duraccio shot down by Nightfall right through the heart. And they're too late on the side of Gaming Gladiators to save him, but they can't get some revenge. Still battling it out. Quinn biding his time, waiting for an opportunity to go back onto Nightfall. Forced out a win run. Meanwhile, the snowball is going to put him in an awkward position. Tofu tries to go for the kill on Nightfall. Not quite enough damage, but Nightfall is in deep. He's got to find a way to juke his way out of here because he doesn't have a TP yet.
He looks fine.
Fortunately, he's got a ward on the high ground. It'll give him
Oh, he's
good
dead.
information to dodge. Uh-oh.
He's
He
absolutely
is not fine at all.
Oh, he's fine.
Found by Tofu. TP coming in. He's dead.
Nice, he's chilling.
Avery doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Chilling in the fountain, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't surprise me because I think Lion players are in that category where they've fallen. Like, they've fallen out of society.
Okay.
And they need a direction in life, you know what I'm saying? And Lion, there's that Maelstrom going to work again as we get another big kill streak.
Yeah, great analysis.
I mean, this skirmish power's heating up. Duraccio going to try
Wait,
and turn
Duraccio
this.
sees an opportunity that you don't have the focus fire, so now he feels comfortable taking the fight, especially into the Huskar operating on low HP. The physical damage is a threat, and GPK has to reset, especially off that supernova being used, but that's fine with Bedboom. They got the kill on Quinn.
Yeah,
they
got
don't
the
get
meta.
more.
It'll
So
be a
meta used, and
Oh.
nothing really for it.
Man, Gaming are going to try and fight without the Pango
Oh,
either.
they're still going to go for the... Wait. Nobody followed him in.
Oh, 2 minutes
Oh!
done.
Pure, that's an opportunity to go for the back line instead of Duraccio. Did they get the kill? They do, just in time. No opportunity for a Shallow Grave, and now Duraccio is battling without his support. Got him on the Grimstroke ultimate there, just trying to slow him down. Kite him out as much as possible. Another opportunity to hit a stomp, and it ain't well too much. Chain stuns. Back and forth, Bet Boom Go. Working Gaming Gladiators in this fight. And Quinn, desperation, trying to make something happen out of this one, but can't really go back
Once
in. He's
Pure-
going for Pure instead, but Pure's pretty tanky. They have the Inkswell.
He's going
Finish
in.
just pulls Celery out of position. They get another kill.
God damn, Bedboom putting on a back and forth clinic right here as they just step in and out of the fight beautifully. Kite out Gaming. Oh, that's Pure's job.
We'll see. It's you know, all fun and games when you're out in the open field to battle, but when you're trying to siege a high ground, it becomes a whole lot different game. But a surprise initiation does work out very nicely. Picking off Quinn there.
Yeah, the
Maybe
ward.
they could just go right past that tier 2 in the mid lane and hit the tier 3 at top instead.
Aggressive cheese eat here. Yeah, Ward just got placed and couldn't get dewarded in time, and they find the jump. Single target burst is insane between the tag team plus Nightfall going in.
Yeah.
So now we're on the reverse, right? It's a little misstep mistake by Gaming, gives an opening to Bedboom, and suddenly they're the ones hitting your high ground with this Aegis Huskar.
Which is funny, they really wanted to make this happen. The Aegis was expiring in a minute. And they've got now that full 60 seconds to be hitting buildings and see if Gaming Gladiators want to try and take a 2-life Huskar fight.
I don't think they're fighting this until the Pango's ready to respond, though Tofu might go for some toss backs.
Might be able to take away that Aegis. They do,
It's
but they're going to
dangerous.
get caught in the process. Immediately, Transfer Tokyo looks for the jump in onto the Dazzle. They block him out with a shard.
Oh, nice
Another
stop.
stomp landing from Pure, beautiful stuff, and they'll clean up the Dazzle while trying to back away. Now they have to get away from this Supernova. Celery doing a great job of positioning this.
Gotta be careful of this Pango respawn getting chased down. This guy,
Oh, down a little bit. Tofu wants to hop out there, but afraid of a rebuttal there from Bedboom.
1 minute you're just ulting some people, the next you're talking about plate mail on an intelligence hero. It doesn't make any sense, man. It just doesn't. All right,
So, you know, you're jumping into
big team fight.
5 heroes.
Very pivotal team fight for Roshan.
The shard,
Fine.
not
The
going to be
jump.
able to block anybody off. Quinn gets a really good roll in, though. Can Duraccio get a kill off of this control? Actually bumps into the Tusk as he comes out of the snowball. Perfect opportunity. They do get something out of it.
Oh,
Now the toss back. No, toss straight up. But
The shackle.
jump in for Pure with
We
the
want a
shackle
shackle.
from behind. Nightfall does manage to get that execution, but without the focus fire, can they handle Duraccio? Still just beating down heroes. Whoever shows up, the TP away is not good enough for Pure. Once
There is
again,
Nightfall.
the Supernova allows them to be able to push back Bet Boom. Nightfall almost dying. Unfortunately,
Dyrachyo.
Swashbuckle was
On the
in the
other
wrong
side.
direction. Dyrachyo was
Team.
left alone. The entire team abandoned Dyrachyo on a second
Team.
life, chasing after this Wind Ranger. They do finally manage to get him.
Other team. Help your carries.
Well,
GBK's
that
just
one's not on
farming
Bet
here?
Boom. You can't keep up with Wind
He's
Ranger.
just farming here. He has no BKB. Is this good?
We're about to find out. It seems like it's perfectly not okay. I can't
This is
tell.
really bad
Oh,
for
missed
somebody.
Swashbuckle. That's no longer good, but at least he was able to blink away before GPK could get his ultimate on him. Speaking of which, he does land it. Managed to roll up just in time, dodging some of that damage, but he's going to be, trying to get Swashbuckled out of there. Looked like a kick there for a second. Another Rolling Thunder, but he doesn't have much health to be able to work with. The Chainstone's working well. They just don't have the damage to
this is
kill
bad.
GPK. Quinn's got to find a way out of this one. He's going to start rolling on away, and he's going to be okay, but GPK is in a position to start threatening that Roshan if he wants.
I feel bad for Quinn though, man. He did not get any lucky shots.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say
Yeah,
that.
well, that's probably the last time too, but he was not getting a lot of lucky shots throughout that fight, so I feel a little bad for him. What can you do?
Celery being pulled. Oh, the full-on drag. GPK actually gets pulled way out of position thanks to that dive. Supernova, though, will it result in anything here? The only person up there is Pure. Meanwhile,
another
Nightfall
crazy
jumps to the
good
back.
shackle.
Once again, managed to get the lockdown on the Dazzle. The Yule Scepter, though, it's stopping some of the damage, but the stuns continue to rain on in, and Pure is massive. Look at that horse, boy. He's huge. He's a goddamn lifestyle. He's just manning up against Dyrachyo for now, trying to draw some attention away from GPK, who does manage to get the A2L. Dispel, straight fight. Oh, it's a close one, but he does manage to get the kill before he... No, he doesn't even die to the Tiny. Now it gets popped by Ace. Meanwhile, Quinn finally gets his man, hunts down the hero in this Roshan pit.
I was trying Tokyo with a gem.
Easier. There's like one little timing where it gets easier, and I think that's Nullifier on Wind Ranger.
Yeah, that definitely helps. Tofu jumps
That's
into
going to be a ways
5.
away. Yule Scepter to be able to dodge the jump there from GPK, and a big hit there from the Pango. Quinn
out.
trying to follow it up some more. He got the BKBs out of him. Honestly, that's good enough for that initiation.
I mean, they got egg and meta and roll.
But there's nothing to really get here with that meta. There's no Roshan, so they kind of need to be able to find more, and they got it with the toss back there.
Another
GPK,
dual dodge, man.
he's got a lot of movement speed. Look at Pure. He's getting in a position here to be able to get a big stomp. Only gets it onto the...
They found Dazzle.
Okay, they do manage to get the Dazzle. Nightfall really quick with the refresh.
Oh,
Thunder
the
save
Thunder.
from Dyrachyo. Pops his BKB,
And he's
but
in
it's
trouble.
too much. He got himself killed. Saving Ace, but no Shallow Grave to be able to return the favor in time.
You should have thundered yourself, man. That was not worth it at all. He's going to have to buy back here. There's so many stacks on Pure right now. Now you're going to lose some racks as punishment here. But they're not going Throne.
They are not. Probably going to go for full-out Megas, and then we'll see what they do from there.
I'm surprised they're not going Throne. I mean, you know he has no buyback. It was a minute ago.
I will say that it's tough. Oh, Toronto Tokyo gives them an opening here with the Aghanim Scepter, but they do have that upgraded Yules to be able to get Ace some distance back into his base, and they Supernova's covering him as well. With the
pretty good
constant
A.
refreshes, man, it's pretty annoying. The stun is going to be able to land on GPK. He's a little bit low, and his BKB is wearing thin, but Quinn really deep in there, gets caught by a shackle. Now he's going to buy back. Once again, the Wind Waker being able to bail out Ace, but they don't really have the damage to stop Ben's Boom. They maybe are keeping their Dazzle alive, but they can't actually keep Bet Boom.
I mean, buybacks and Cliff, Dyrachyo's up in 10. This is actually a hold.
This is enough. It's enough to be able to stave off Mega Creeps.
So it feels like they have the tools now to deal with the utility and the saves as long as they can get on top of you, find the right targets.
Oh, they might be able to find
smoke
GPK
is
first.
so
No,
good.
this is perfect. A toss back into the Rolling Thunder, chaining the Suns beautifully, and now he's still low. He's not going to be able to do anything. The perfect pick-off. A dieback on the carry with 2 minutes on the clock. They're going to fight this out 4 versus 5 anyway. See if they can go
the toss
through.
away.
The double edge is pretty nice. The toss away onto Dazzle. Dazzle's low and he dies. Immediate buyback coming in. They need to be able to bail out. Dyrachyo here is caught in the soul blind.
Yo, this
Constantly
Dark
stunned
Portrait.
up. Ace, yeah, the Dark Portrait is going to work here, but Ace, they can help deal with that one.
Well, your soulbind's down. So are gaming going to try and force this right now? I think Tofu's going to look for the jump. He just doesn't have the vision.
No, it's going to be
instead.
him getting jumped instead with Toronto Tokyo pouncing first. An avalanche onto 3, but they have the nullifier to stop
Oh, he's
him.
in trouble.
Any Yule shenanigans are ruined. Meanwhile, taunted up, so he's going to be bounced off the wall and bounce back into them. Pops the cheese, but the damage is overwhelming. He needs to shout Grave. He needs another one. Ace is going to be able to keep him alive a little bit longer, but now Ace not in position. Now he's going to be locked down with a Terror Wave, trying to push the ball back. Ace still up, but Pure will put him down.
They did not get the Pango off. After all of those Graves, now Ace left in no man's land will have to Wind Waker his way away, but this fight has been abandoned by Gaiman as there's just not enough Graves in the tank to bail the Pangolier off that taunt ulti.
And they went for it, but now those buybacks that were coming off cooldown may immediately have to be spent, and some of them aren't even going to be there. The Dazzle doesn't have his for another minute.
We're looking at Omegas.
Once again, the initiation going to be so important. Toronto Tokyo looks for it and gets it onto Duracho. BKB immediately going to be put to use as he resets with the Sunder as well, but still caught by GBK with the taunt. They need the help, but the Tofu's holding onto his buyback. They're going to go for a tossback play. That's their really only option now, but it's too late to get him in the fountain.
He does not have buy. He's 150 gold short, 120 gold short.
Somebody get out there on the map, find a bounty
50
room.
Gold short. Taking up fast here.
But it may not be coming up at a time because Quinn's already been jumped and Nullifier's put onto Tofu as well. They're both in trouble. A toss back onto Pure into the fountain, but he is too tanky. The fountain's not going to be enough. Not a couple hits like that.
This man's got 10k HP. He can't even buy his item. He's too damn big.
Durante's trying to jump in. Prier's just waiting his time. Come out of your fountain. Get stunned immediately for a billion seconds. Why don't you do that with the Wind Ranger and he focus fires the throw?
Because that's too easy. Got to do it the hard way. Send a message. It'll be the last fight for Gaiman. No Pangolier.
There's the toss back. This is what they got to use with the blink back as well. They got Pure pretty far in, but once again, he's too tanky to deal with that. A shackle from Nightfall is just beautiful. Fortunately, the heals are there. The problem is their base is in trouble.
Yeah,
it's no longer about keeping your heroes alive. It's about the throne that's happening, and the stuns just keep on raining in. The Soulbind, they actually have to toss away. Does manage to break some of that one, but it still managed to get the kill, and it's too much for Gaming Gladiators. They can't handle the heat the Bed Boom brought to this game too. Off the back of the Huskar. They'll be able to do it. Huskar, 100% win rate in ESL 1 Kuala Lumpur.